Right, here we're going to take another look at graphing vertex form. Once again, vertex form is just y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Really, the biggest thing to remember is that the vertex on a vertex form equation is always going to be at the opposite of whatever your h is. So opposite of h is going to give you your x coordinate, and then it's going to be the same as your k for your y coordinate. Those are really the two biggest things to remember. So if I look at the equation I'm given, notice that I have a negative x squared plus 3 in my equation. I am missing the h value. Notice that I don't have an h value anywhere in this equation, right? So I can almost think of that as having a minus 0 on the inside, right? There's nothing being subtracted or added to the x value, so really my h is a 0. Well, if I think about the vertex then for a second, I know that the opposite of 0 is just 0, and then my y value is going to be the same as my k, which is 3. So my vertex happens at 0, 3. Okay, so I have a point, and it's my vertex at 0, 3 on my graph. Should label my axes x and y. Now, once again, if you recall, we always use the a value kind of to find the stretch or the compression of our next 2 points. So for example, if I look back up at my original equation, I have a negative 1 as an a. And remember, when finding the stretch or compress, we always take our a and put it over 1. So negative 1 over 1. The top number is the rise, and then the bottom number is the run. So if I start at this point, when I go over 1, I should go down 1. And then if I go over 1 the other direction, I should go down 1 as well. And so at this point now, I can easily see that my graph is going to be curving down through those 2 points. And once again, some teachers require that you have 5 points, and right now we only have 3. So in this case, we need to plug in an x value to find the last 2 points. So notice that we don't have any points on this 2, so we can plug 2 into the function to give us another point. So y equals negative 1 times 2 squared plus 3. Well, 2 squared is going to be 4. And then negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. If I add 3 to that, I'll get negative 1. So when I plug in a 2, I'm at negative 1. So I have a point right here. And then remember that quadratic parabolas are always symmetrical. So I'll have a following point mirroring it on the other side. And then I can continue drawing my parabola through those 5 points.